Something has already changed, not loudly, not suddenly, but permanently. Right now, while you're watching this, millions of decisions are being made. Not by people, but by machines. Who gets hired? Who gets promoted? Who gets visibility? Who gets left behind? There was no announcement, no countdown, no global warning. One day, the rules were one way, and then, quietly, they weren't. Most people still believe the world rewards effort, experience, skill, but beneath the surface, a different system is forming, one powered by artificial intelligence. And here's the uncomfortable truth. AI is no longer a tool, it's a filter. It decides what gets seen, what gets funded, what gets amplified, and eventually, who wins. The most dangerous part? Most people don't even know they're being evaluated. This documentary is not about the future. It's about what's already happening, and why those who understand it early are pulling ahead, while everyone else falls behind without noticing. When the rules changed, for decades, success followed a familiar path. Learn a skill, get experience, climb slowly. But in the last 3 years, that model began to crack. In 2023, a study by McKinsey revealed that over 50% of companies had already integrated AI into core operations, hiring, marketing, decision-making. By 2025, that number crossed 75%. Not experimental use, core systems. Recruiters stopped reading resumes. Algorithms ranked them. Writers weren't compared to writers. They were compared to machines that never sleep. Musicians weren't judged by talent alone, but by how well they worked with AI tools. And quietly, the criteria changed. The question was no longer, how skilled are you? It became, how fast can you produce results? AI didn't replace people overnight. It replaced the baseline. Suddenly, average wasn't enough, good wasn't enough, even great wasn't enough. And those who learned to use AI early didn't just improve, they multiplied themselves. One person began doing the work of 10, and most people didn't notice, until the gap was already too wide. The invisible advantage. Here's what makes this shift different from every technological revolution before it. You can't see it. There's no factory smoke, no machines replacing workers in public. AI works quietly, in tabs, prompts, workflows. Two people apply for the same opportunity, same education, same background, same ambition. One uses AI strategically, the other doesn't. The difference? One finishes in an hour, the other takes a week. One tests 50 ideas, the other tests one. One adapts instantly, the other struggles to keep up. By the time the second person realizes something is wrong, the first has already moved on. This is how inequality forms, silently. Not because people are less capable, but because leverage is unevenly distributed, and AI is the greatest leverage tool ever created. Real people, real shifts. In 2024, a solo content creator using AI tools published over 1,200 pieces of content in 1 year, across video, text, and audio. Before AI, they averaged 2 posts per week. Revenue grew 7 times. Burnout dropped to near zero. At the same time, a survey by Adobe showed that over 40% of creatives felt they were falling behind. Not because they lacked talent, but because they lacked AI fluency. This pattern repeats everywhere: healthcare, finance, education, entertainment. AI isn't removing humans, it's separating them. If this is already making you think differently, pause for a second. Subscribe. Not because this is hype, but because understanding this shift early is an advantage most people won't get. AI adoption by country. The new map. If you want to understand where the world is going, don't look at borders. Look at adoption. In 2024, the United States led global AI investment with over $67 billion, according to Stanford's AI Index. China followed closely, integrating AI into surveillance, finance, and education at a national scale. The European Union focused on regulation, cautious, slower, but structured. Meanwhile, countries like India and Nigeria saw explosive grassroots adoption. Freelancers using AI tools doubled productivity almost overnight. In India alone, AI-powered content exports grew by over 30% in a single year. This isn't just technology spread, it's advantage spread. Nations that move fast compound, nations that hesitate import the future later, at a cost. AI is redrawing the global power map, quietly. How algorithms rank humans. Every day, algorithms decide who gets seen. Social feeds, job platforms, search results, credit approvals. LinkedIn revealed that over 70% of recruiters rely on AI filters before a human ever looks at an application. If the algorithm doesn't favor you, you don't exist. You're not competing with people anymore. You're competing with optimization. How often you post, how fast you respond, how well you fit invisible patterns. And the scariest part? You never see the score. AI doesn't judge intent. It judges output. Why speed now beats mastery? For centuries, mastery was king. Today, speed wins. A marketer using AI can test 100 ad variations in a day. A designer can generate 50 concepts in minutes. A developer can prototype in hours what once took weeks. McKinsey reports that companies integrating AI move up to 5 times faster in decision-making. And here's the brutal truth. In a fast world, slow excellence loses to fast adequacy. This doesn't mean skill is useless. It means skill without leverage is fragile. The psychological cost of falling behind. Not everyone adapts at the same speed, and the gap hurts. In 2025, surveys showed a sharp rise in workplace anxiety, especially among professionals aged 30 to 50. Not because they lacked experience, but because their experience felt obsolete. People don't quit because of AI. They quit because of comparison. Watching others produce more, earn more, move faster. This is how pressure builds. Silently. Who benefits the most, and why? The biggest winners aren't the smartest. They're the earliest. Solo creators, small teams, independents. AI collapses hierarchy. One person with the right tools can outperform a department. One mind can scale infinitely. This is why startups now challenge giants. Why individuals compete with institutions. Leverage beats size, and the gap keeps widening. Mid-documentary wake-up call. Pause for a moment. Ask yourself honestly, are you learning how the system works? Or hoping it doesn't affect you, because it already does? If this documentary is changing how you see the world, subscribe. Not for motivation, for awareness. Let's continue. Dark future scenarios, 2030 to 2035. By 2030, experts predict over 300 million jobs globally will be reshaped by AI. Not erased, reshaped. Those who adapt will thrive. Those who don't will feel stuck in a world that no longer waits. By 2035, AI won't ask permission. It will simply be the default. The divide won't be rich versus poor. It will be augmented versus unaugmented. And once that line is drawn, it's hard to cross later. The new class divide. In the past, society was divided by wealth, then by education, then by access to opportunity. The next divide is quieter and more permanent. It's not about who owns AI. It's about who uses it fluently. By 2030, analysts at PwC estimate that AI will contribute over $15 trillion to the global economy. But that value won't be distributed evenly. Those who understand AI systems will multiply their output. Those who don't will compete manually, in an automated world. This is how a new class forms. Not visible, not announced, but undeniable. 2 people, same city, same age. One speaks the language of AI. The other doesn't. One moves at machine speed. The other moves at human speed. And human speed is no longer enough. This isn't about intelligence. It's about adaptation. The future doesn't reward potential. It rewards alignment. When human effort becomes invisible, there's a moment coming, and for many it's already here. The moment when effort stops being noticed. People will work harder than ever, and feel less valued than ever. Why? Because AI raises expectations silently. When one person can generate in minutes what once took weeks, effort stops being impressive. Only output matters. This is already happening in content creation, marketing, design, research, even education. Algorithms don't ask, how? Hard did you try? They ask, what did you produce? And if you can't match the speed, you disappear from the feed, from the shortlist, from relevance. Not fired, not rejected, just ignored. This is the most dangerous shift of all. The psychological pressure of the AI era. As AI accelerates the world, something else accelerates too: anxiety, imposter syndrome, burnout. In 2024 alone, workplace mental health studies showed a sharp rise in stress linked to technological inadequacy, the fear of being left behind by tools you don't fully understand. People don't fear AI because it's powerful. They fear it because it exposes gaps in speed, in adaptability, in relevance. This creates a dangerous loop. The more people feel behind, the more they avoid learning. The more they avoid learning, the further behind they fall. And AI doesn't slow down out of empathy. It keeps moving. Who survives this shift? Survival in the AI age won't belong to the strongest, or the smartest, or the most experienced. It will belong to those who are willing to rethink themselves. People who ask, how can this tool multiply me? Instead of, how do I compete with it? The winners won't fight the system. They'll ride it. They'll test faster, adapt quicker, learn continuously. Not perfectly, but consistently. This is not about becoming technical. It's about becoming strategic. The final reality check. Here's the truth no one likes to say out loud. AI will not wait for you to feel ready. It will not pause for fairness. It will not care about effort. It will simply become the environment, just like electricity, just like the internet. Invisible, but essential. And once that happens, those who ignored it won't be able to catch up easily. This is the last moment where awareness is still an advantage. This documentary wasn't made to scare you. It was made to wake you up. You still have time. But time is no longer abundant. Learn how the systems work. Learn how to use leverage. Learn how to move faster than fear. And if this changed how you see the future, like this video, subscribe, stay aware. Because in a world shaped by AI, awareness is power.